Hello, and we are back again! Doing, I don't even know what, it wasn't really made clear. Some kind of favor for Daniel, who might be a cult leader. But I can't really ask that, so nobody has confirmed. Looking for a map, I guess, because nobody around here knows anything about this place, even though they've been living in this area long enough to develop their own language. I had to find a compass, because they can't use the sun to figure out their relative position as far as cardinal directions go. I assume they're not going a great distance. I also found some lunch boxes, because apparently that's technology far beyond what these people have. And sorry, bud, I'm a cyborg. You're gonna have to shoot me a lot harder than that. But anyway, Daniel describes these people as noble but ignorant. He doesn't quite go as far as to call them savages, but I'm pretty sure it was just about to roll off his tongue. I'm not 100% clear on why these tribes are fighting. Something about Caesar's Legion maybe giving them lunch boxes and compasses, so the Whitelegs feel really compelled to join Caesar's Legion. It's not real evident just from looking at them, though. I mean, they don't have any armor. Why wouldn't Caesar's Legion give them armor? Or, you know, they could mix some of their own guys in with the Whitelegs, and you might see legionnaires running around, and that would establish the connection. I'm not really sure who the good guys and bad guys are, though. It's like, the Whitelegs just shot at me as soon as I showed up. Which I guess could make them bad guys? But a lot of people do that. So I found a cave with a computer that still works. It's got a lot of trivia about some group I probably never meet. There's some duct tape here. Still good duct tape. And, yeah, I mean, this is what I'm here to do. Oh, there we go. I see the holotape down there. Bunch of ammo, too. Yeah, maybe I'll take this cowboy hat, Brahmin outfit, give it to my companion here. She's half naked. Any kind of armor at all is probably better than nothing. And, I mean, you know, anything is better than nothing. That kinda sums up my whole feeling about Zion so far. A lot of nothing going on.
If something of mine will help you, take it. I hope you would do the same for me.
Yeah, Waking Cloud. Sure thing. That's what we're doing right now, is I'm giving you some stuff. So just put on the cowboy hat, and that'll keep your eyes safe from the sun. And we can continue our adventure. Oh boy, don't you look snazzy. So the next thing on my to-do list was apparently to kill this enemy tribe, I guess. I don't know why they needed compasses and lunchboxes to tell me to go kill the tribe they're fighting. I'm also not sure what I'm getting out of this. You know, I honestly feel like I'm being used. Daniel wants me to kill the noble, ignorant savages or whatever. These are just guys that don't follow his religion, I bet. You know, too, the thing is, I would go talk to them and get their side of the story, the Whitelegs, if they didn't shoot me on sight. It's like they're frickin' goblins or something. They don't do diplomacy and they don't run from battle, they just fight until the death. You know, it occurs to me that I have the map to get out of here now. I think. I don't really have a vendetta against these people. I don't have any reason to want to help these other tribes. I just kind of want to go home now. I'm starting to worry I've become something worse than a billboard raider. I mean, is this how it starts? You just meet some people and they say, hey, go kill these other guys, and you find yourself waiting behind a billboard, you jump out and kill people on the road? Man, I gotta get out of here before I get used to living this way. And now we're done with people, so my list says to attack a bunch of mutant grizzly bears.
Yaogwai. Even our strongest hunters could not hope to kill so many. There must be a nest nearby.
Do you have an alternative? Because these guys can tough out a lot of ammo.
Fighting so many at once is a dangerous prospect, unless you are a truly mighty warrior.
Not really.
This many so close together suggests a nest nearby. If we find it and destroy it, we might have better luck.
Okay, how do we do that?
Did Daniel not give you some of the new Canaanites' fire clay?
Oh yeah.
That could easily collapse a cave and trap the beasts inside.
Of course, right.
Look around and see if you can find a cave nearby. It may prove easier than slaying the beasts.
Right, okay, let's go do that.
I stand with you.
Great. I don't know why you thought of the fire clay and I did not. Wait, no, I know. It's because Daniel just gave me the bombs and acted like I'd know what to do with them. And also because bears don't build nests. Well, these bears apparently do, but I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I guess they build dens, sort of, but they don't build giant communal hives like wasps. Or so I believed until just previously. Bump. Bump. Ba-dum. Well, that was easy. I don't know why you guys needed me to do that. That was so straightforward, I don't even see how it became a problem in the first place. So Daniel, I wrapped up all the conflict, I guess?
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Well, I solved all the things that you told me to solve. Or did your laundry, whatever.
I appreciate it. Well, that's it. This is all we need. Now all that's left is to quietly pack up and try to get out of here without being noticed. That's assuming that Joshua won't try to stop me. And that he hasn't talked you into fighting the Whitelegs despite what I've said. Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. You're an outsider. Fighting seems like the practical solution. I'll tell you again. There's more at stake.
You quite nearly insulted me. Look, you know what? I'm gonna side with Joshua just because... Frankly, I don't like you, and I don't think you have anyone's best interest at heart, and Joshua's got the brrr. You think you found Utopia, but these people are just people, and you're gonna make them do ritual suicide.
No. Why?
Because.
Why?
Because.
Haven't you seen enough of what's going on here to see that the Sorrows don't need to butcher the Whitelegs for a piece of land? What Joshua wants is more than an attack. He wants a slaughter. And he needs more than you and the dead horses to do it. The Sorrows can't be pushed into this. You and Joshua don't have the right to force them into it. Please, consider what I'm saying.
Well, you don't have the right to decide for them either. You obviously look down on them and me anyway. Maybe Joshua's right.
I've already explained to them that we're leaving. They've accepted it. What is Joshua going to tell them about being a warrior? What are you going to tell them about how to live with themselves after they got lost in the moment, killed someone who didn't deserve to die? Or does that not matter? Is that just an acceptable consequence if it means holding on to this valley? Maybe there is no place left in this world for mercy. But even if it tramples me into the dust, I will never accept it.
You're just pushing me further away from your point of view, dude.
Joshua must be waiting for you. I'll stay here with the others as I told them I would.
Yeah, fine, whatever. You sit here on your high and mighty horse and be a cult leader. These are human beings. They are naturally going to possess a conscience and some degree of empathy. Most of them anyway. They don't need some lofty cynic telling them how to feel about the moral issues.
Thank you for this. I know Daniel doesn't approve, but destroying the Whitelegs is the only way to ensure the Sorrows can remain in Zion.
Brr.
You and I will lead a group of Dead Horse warriors and Sorrows hunters into 3 Marys from this position.
Me? Lead?
Our objective is to find the Whitelegs leader, Salt Upon Wounds, and prevent him from fleeing.
Okay.
Show no quarter to the Whitelegs we come across. Make no mistake about why we are here. This is an extermination.
Oh, okay. Let's get on it then.
God be with you.
I just hope that you don't mind that my version of extermination involves sneaking around the enemy and not really engaging very much. I'm not really against running away. I just specifically don't like Daniel. If this is a genocide, wouldn't we want to attack where these people live? I mean, it seems like they all kind of come out here together. Man, woman, there's no children. I'm not gonna shoot at kids, by the way. We're gonna have a talk, hello? Not sure where that occurred.
This is taking too long. We can't let Salt Upon Wounds escape. I'm going to find a way around. God willing, we will finish this together.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh! You teleported! That's crazy! How did people do that? Ouch! My whole body! You guys suck! Why can't we just have a conversation? So there was an awful lot of shooting at Queen Latifah on the last leg of this trip after Joshua vanished. Apparently he's not as sexy and as reliable as his voice would imply. I came out here to lay low, and sure enough I just get roped into a great big shootout, where I don't even have any stakes involved. I could care less who wins this war. Oh my gosh, it's going black. What's happening? Oh god, thank god I'm not in the Sierra Madre again. Don't...
We warned you at Syracuse, and you persisted. You took advantage of us at New Canaan to drive us out. And like the dogs of Caesar you are, you followed us to Zion. And now you stand on holy ground, a temple to God's glory on earth. The only use for an animal in our temple is sacrifice. Kale wachene conserva o. You understand me, don't you? Don't you?
Outman. Kunaman mad. He killed all Whitelegs. You talk. You stop.
Okay, Sure, it's not really what I signed on for. I don't really have a stake in this. I mean, I can ask Joshua what his long-term plans are if you want.
Him hear you. You talk.
Okay.
Don't listen to this thing. His cries are those of a mad beast caught in a thicket. He gave no mercy to my family, and I will give none to his.
Okay, fair point. But I mean, look around. Is there any point to any of this?
He has a debt to pay for what he's done, and I've come to collect. And so he's chosen to cower in the water like a dumb animal.
Yeah, debt to pay, but, you know, he's already beaten.
I want to take from them what they took from me, from my family. In this life, I want them to suffer. I want all of them to die in fear and pain. I want to have my revenge. Against him. Against Caesar. I want to call it my own. To make my anger God's anger. To justify the things I've done. Sometimes I tell myself that these wildfires never stop burning. But I'm the one who starts them. Not God. Not them.
It's okay.
I can always see it in my mind. The warmth and the heat. It will always be a part of me. But not today.
Oh.
Go. Get out of here. Go back. Back to the Great Salt Lake.
Who, me? Oh, this guy. Okay. Well, there he goes.
That's it. It's finished. Thank you for staying with me.
You're welcome.
I couldn't have done this on my own.
Nah, you coulda.
Let's go find Daniel. Tomorrow we'll be here soon. And there is much to do.
Well, glad that I helped you get through your emotional stuff. I guess that's what it really is all about in the end. Or that's all that I understand it being about. But hey, I leveled up, so I learned too. We learned together. But I really should go now and never come back. And so, the conflict wrapped up without me ever figuring out what it was that my role was supposed to be. The White Legs ran off, presumably to go live in another damp network of caves, because there was no farmland out here and nothing to hunt, so the land was kinda useless, and it really did drop just as simply as that. The dead horses continued to live in a shallow stream, as nature intended. They kept putting bear traps in the water, which kept rusting, which facilitated the need for more bear traps. This led to a booming trade for bear traps in Zion, and eventually the place became so littered with bear traps that you couldn't step around the area without getting caught in something. When I caught word of that, I decided it was just one more reason I should never return. Another booming trade developed for .45 caliber pistols, all bought by Joshua. It turned out he had a bit of a fetish, which ended in tragedy. Daniel went on being one of the only people in Zion who could read the Bible, aside from Joshua, who didn't seem to care all that much. About the reading part anyway, he still quoted the Bible like crazy. Daniel's interpretation of scripture got weirder and stricter as people continued not to question what he said. Eventually, he began asking the Sorrows, both men and women, to insert things into their butts while he watched. This led to a schism within the tribe. Some quit following Daniel, but he was able to convince the remainder to run away from Zion with him like he originally planned. I have no idea what happened to those people. And for better or worse, that's pretty much all that came of this whole thing. I'd love to say that war and conflict always have a meaning and a profound outcome, but sometimes that's just not the case. Sometimes it's just a lot of emotional crap and you've got to wade through it without getting too involved yourself. After all, life is short, and you can't be throwing yourself into every petty battle that you run into. Well, I guess that wraps up this rodeo. They dropped me off here in front of this Foot Locker, left me some stuff for the trip home. Oh, including Joshua's gun, to remember him by. He's so sexy. He also left behind his shirt. I'm gonna put it on. Is that weird? I mean, he's not really my boyfriend, but why would he leave me his shirt if it wasn't supposed to be worn? I mean, it's like full-blown armor. Maybe he cares. Maybe he cares in a really emotionally unavailable way that means that he's really bad for dating, so I should probably give up, but I could still appreciate what he tried to do. Even though he's crappy boyfriend material, he's still got that sexy brrr. I can think about that in my free time. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay to imagine sometimes. Anyway, here looks like a good place to stop for now. Thanks for playing with me, everybody.